Listening to the Pipe Bomb Podcast with James, Nick, Gigi, Josh, Sam, and Tom. Ring the bell.
But let's get the show going, guys.
Yeah, okay, it's going. It's like 11:15 over here, so.
Alright.
Oh, honey, yeah, we'll wrap it up real quick. There's, I'm glad we got a debrief before.
We had to. 20 minutes into it.
Girl, we needed to. Alright, so I think it's episode 69.
I don't know. Did you tag the last
Can
show?
someone check that real quick?
Yeah, I'll go now. I'm on my computer doing some work for tomorrow.
Did we tag
Thank
the
God
last
we have Sam here, James.
I know. That's what I was saying on the last show. I was like, Sam looks up everything. That's why I love when Sam's on. Every time I have a question.
We were doing it in the last show. I was like, wait one sec, I'll Google.
Yeah. Yeah, it's queen.
Yes.
I love it.
You just need to sort out coming here for Raw, by the way. Oh, the fan slam video starts straight away.
Ooh.
Oh my god, we haven't done a numbered one in a while. Oh wait, the numbers are at the end, aren't they?
Yeah.
They're at the end, but to be honest, I didn't do the
You
last
haven't
one.
numbered any of them lately.
Bitch, I've been busy.
Okay, hang on. So, 66.
Just run back
And
and
then this one hasn't started 67, neither is this one 68, so 69, yeah. Oh, and it's us three.
Yeah.
when you
That's
do
appropriate.
when you do the next one, Nick, just run back and do the other ones. It's not a big deal.
Yeah.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
I may
Sorry,
even
I
do
couldn't
them
find
later.
then, but it's good.
Okay. Ready?
Sweet. I was born ready.
After
I
3.
am ready.
1, 2, 3.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of the Pipe Bomb Podcast, episode 69. And I am Nick, and I am joined by two lovely ladies. Well, sometimes they're lovely, sometimes they could be shady, too. But come on out, Sam, you're at the top.
Okay, so is this because of what I said about you calling you Lady Nick? I called you Miss Nick last week.
No, that wasn't it. It was a podcast that I wasn't on, and you made a comment about my nails. So,
Oh, that's most of them then.
oh, you're such a bitch.
How are you anyway, Nick?
I'm doing good. This week's been pretty relaxing compared to the past couple of weeks at school. So I'm excited to just kind of get the podcast going. But yeah, we are joined by somebody else here too. How are you doing, James?
Me, bitch. I'm good.
It's me.
It's me.
It's me, James.
It's all about me. Shout out to Emma. Love Emma.
Shout out to my girl.
Yes. I'm all
Since
here
day
for
one, I've been there. Just saying.
No, you.
Front of the evolution.
I knew there was always something in her, but I'm glad that's finally shown.
Yeah, and it's called Zack Ryder.
What a great way to start.
I know. Well, hi, listeners. Welcome back. And yes, we're hitting you guys up with another podcast because we are staying consistent on that ass. So you better get ready, bitch.
You better get ready. We are rebranding. We are getting things back together here on TPP. And before anything else, before we start with our topics, I just want to start off with a little bit of plugs. I've been doing plugs for a while, but I haven't been doing them for the past, 6 or 7 podcasts, so it's been a mess. But if you haven't seen our last show, we did our last show was really fun, so that will be down in the description. You can click that down there. And there is time descriptions down below, so if you guys just don't have enough time, you guys just want to...
sweetheart.
What'd I say?
Time descriptions. It's been that long since you've done them.
Girl, I know. It's been a mess.
It's okay.
Anyway,
You have a Vicodin, you'll be fine.
timestamps in below for any of the topics that, if you guys just want to get right into it. But coming up in the future, we have a TNA Top 5 with Brandy, Samuel, and myself. So that will be super exciting.
Yeah.
It's so much fun, and I'm really hoping that it's going to get the same response as our Lucha Underground one. So
yeah. It's crazy. I feel like I predicted the future, by the way, in that show.
You really did. We'll get into that a little bit later. But we also have fantasy bookings coming back. The season 2. What is it called again, Sam?
The Return. Just call it Fantasy Booking Season 2, The Return. Because we are doing 5 returns.
Yes, 5
different women.
Females. 5 different women that we would like to see back in WWE and how we would book them. And I know both of you guys have your storylines lit right now. I still need to kind of put mine together, but
we're not sure who's doing the other 2, but we will get them eventually.
We'll figure it out.
I feel
like Brandy's going to do one, definitely. I think she mentioned she wanted to do Actually, I'll keep that a surprise.
And then I suppose it's just a lottery for who does the last one.
Pardon?
It's just going to be a lottery for who does the last one.
Really, yeah. Who knows? At this point, it could be a fucking listener. So,
hey, if listeners want to do one, you get in touch with us.
You know what? Yeah, exactly. That is actually a good idea. If you guys want to message us on our official Twitter account, which has been bumping lately, is @_RealPipeBomb. You can message us there. You can message your fantasy booking ideas. Get in contact with us. And if you haven't followed us on there, last night was amazing. We got so many retweets from the women. We did our weekly power rankings. It's such a great response, and like our Twitter is just so much fun, and that's where we've been very active lately. But now we're going to be more consistent on the shows, like James said. As well, yes.
We're not dropping one.
We're not dropping either, and we're going to be picking up our Instagram account.
Oh my God, that poor baby.
That poor baby. Oh, it's been deprived. I had to go in, call social services on Tom. So we're switching that up now.
There was a murder, and it was Tom.
Yes.
Well, the baby's in new care now.
Yes. It's in the new care of Sassy Gigi.
Yeah.
So I think it's just at the Pipeline Podcast on Instagram if you guys want to follow that.
Yeah.
All these will be down in the description, so you can check that out. We have a couple teases, couple surprises that are coming up this summer. TPP is going to be huge, so stay tuned and just subscribe if you guys haven't. We thank you guys so much for helping us reach 252. That was one of our goals, to reach 250 for the longest time. And it's been a little stagnant due to us just not being around as much, but we're back in it now, and our goal is to reach 300 by the summer. So help us just hit that like goal. What should our like goal be this week? I think it should be about maybe 15.
15.
What are we on now?
I think the last one we got 13.
13, yeah. Well, let's do 15 for our like goal this week, and definitely subscribe if you're a new listener.
Yeah, we love to have
join us. Yeah, join us along our journey. But yeah, aside from those plugs, is there anything you guys wanted to add or comment on?
Well, speaking of teasers and surprises, we have a big interview coming real soon, and we're all really excited for this one. So I think you guys will be too. So keep that in mind. That there's a big
interview. Definitely stay tuned for that. We're not going to spoil anything, but you guys will just know when we may drop something. So
you never know. Never know when that promo will drop. We're gonna do it like Beyonce, Lemonade style. We're just gonna drop.
You know what? I think I'm the only person in the world who hasn't heard a single track from the album.
I think that's
the first.
Don't
worry, me neither.
Also, I think that's the first time we reference Beyonce on this show.
Ever.
And being gay guys.
Really?
Yeah, we never talk about Beyonce. We're not crazy Beyonce fans over here. Sorry.
Let
me shut the fuck up before the beehive comes after us. Like, I'm good.
Girl, I like my Beyonce, don't get me wrong. But
I'm all about the
I'm not a big fan.
I'm all about my women's wrestlers.
Yes, let's get into wrestling.
Yes, let's get into our first topic, and it's actually a sad topic. It is the current WWE releases that happened last week. So, on the list we had, I didn't actually write down the specific list, but I think I know them. We have 8 of them. Okay, so we have Alex Riley. Ooh. So let's just go down the list and briefly give the listeners your thoughts. So, Alex Riley.
I mean, now this is a guy who hasn't been on TV for a good time. He had his big moment with The Miz at WrestleMania, and then it just went downhill after that. But I can say I'm not surprised to see this happen. He wasn't one of my favorite workers. So just talking about what I've seen him perform in the ring wasn't any of my favorite things. And I didn't really think that he had a good look. So
it's when he started to grow the hair out, that's what ruined it.
Yeah.
He lost the pretty boy look left, and it became this weird little
because when he first started off as the whole Ivy League football,
that gimmick
he was
brilliant.
Cute.
Yeah, so I guess he just
got with Courtney Taylor.
Yeah, that was like his cheerleader girlfriend. Like he just outgrew the character. You know, he got older. It's not believable. So he was doomed from the start, because if you're gonna come in with this college dude jock gimmick, you're gonna get older. So what are you gonna do with that gimmick then? So I feel like
you're gonna graduate, bitch.
Become a coach.
He was just I think his issue was he just couldn't find a character. That's it. Just didn't work out. But
okay, what about you, Sam? Oh, sorry, Jane.
I was just gonna say I could see him succeed elsewhere instead of WWE, somewhere else, maybe TNA.
Who knows? They kind of like to pick up the leftovers, so
and the scraps.
I'm quite wouldn't say sad about it. He's a good worker, but like James said, he wasn't on TV much, so I can't really pass comment. I do like his older stuff, like when he was with Miz. I thought that was great. But you get your 15 minutes, and we're in the 16th minute with him now. Do you know what I mean? We're done with him.
Yeah. This may be an unpopular opinion, but like from the past year or two, like I followed him on social media. I had to block him. Like I just had to like unfollow him and everything because his attitude really was off-putting because of the treatment, which I understand. He was mistreated. He wanted to get this push, but like James said, he was kind of stuck in this no gimmick type of character and just this aggressive guy that was shaking his head while looking into the camera. And it was just I wasn't invested in him, so I'm not really.
The other thing with him is like
happy.
Nick. He was like very injury prone. Like every other week, I heard that he had an injury or something. So I was just like, I don't know what was going on with him. He kept getting hurt, and WWE, like they're at that point where they're tired of their guys getting hurt. So that could have contributed into the reason why he was released because he's very injury prone, and Vince is not
right. And they have young, fresh guys ready to go.
I know it came up his time, and honestly, I feel like he stayed longer than I thought he would.
Yeah.
So.
That's true. All right, let's move on to El Torito.
I'm glad he's gone. Sorry, there was no place for him. He came in. He was a character. He was a mascot. It came and it went. Thank you for coming through WWE and annoying me, and now you're gone. So I hope you find a new job somewhere else. Like, I don't know what else to say. I was not a fan. Sorry.
I want to actually see him in Lucha.
I don't.
But here's the thing, though, James. Mexican luchador mini wrestlers, like, yes, it's always going to be a gimmick type thing, but the movesets that he has done, he's trained, like he's been trained down in Lucha AAA, I believe. So I feel like he would be a fun little tag team partner with Masquerita Sagrada. Like I just feel like Lucha Underground would take care of him. So I feel like that would be a good direction for him if he still wants to wrestle.
He's talented. Like, the guy is very agile and stuff like that, but I'm not one for the gimmick matches. Like,
think about it, though. How far are you going to get with a fucking bull mask on? Like, in WWE standards. I feel like if they just put him in a little mask that he would have and just be a mini luchador wrestler, I feel like he could get over.
I mean, it's all about the way they book him and write him because the guy has talent, but I'm talking about him in WWE. I was not feeling it. There was no spot for him. He was a gimmick. He was a mascot.
I definitely agree with you.
But when it comes to Lucha Underground, I'm not a big fan of gimmick matches when it comes to, like, they put in the little people in the ring and all this good. Like, I don't know what the right term to call.
Do you find it really offensive?
I don't know. That's why I'm trying to ask.
Because why can't they fight regular sized people?
Because it's unfair.
They do, though. I mean, in Lucha Underground, Masquerita Sagrada, poor thing, he fought Cage this week. So
is he a little person?
Yeah,
he is.
But they just
he's
get
so
destroyed.
Fun too. He's one of my favorites.
They just go out there and just get beat on. So I don't know. I don't know.
I feel like, I don't know. I know it is a particular taste in the wrestling industry, but I feel like they can really capitalize on the underdog, the ultimate underdog type thing with the right gimmick, and I feel like Lucha Underground could symbolize that.
It's possible. I'll say that. It's possible. What are you feeling?
Me?
Yeah.
Next.
All right, let's move on to another little person, Hornswoggle.
Next.
I mean, he's another one. I
forgot you worked there.
Me too. Like, he's another one who stayed longer than I thought he would. But you know what? Hornswoggle's put into work. He's been entertaining. I can't say that he hasn't made me laugh over the years because he has. He has great. He had great moments with WWE. His time came.
Do you remember him chasing Melina down the hall?
Yeah, but the thing with Hornswoggle with me, I feel like he can be a pop-up appearance. Like, we can see him pop up in WWE somewhere.
Like the Boogeyman does.
Yeah, so I can see that for Hornswoggle. I can see him stuck. I know that he changed his wrestling name to Swoggle, and he's still going to continue on wrestling in the indie scene and stuff like that. But I could definitely see him pop in and out of WWE throughout the years in the future.
I feel like he could have been so much, like, especially when the kind of, I think he had a movie, didn't he? Was it the Leprechaun movie?
Yeah.
Like, they could have, like, really capitalized on that, but they chose not to.
Did they ever release that?
Yeah.
He left to make the movie, and he was never seen again.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's because he like fucked up on the wellness policy.
He did stuff for like Swerve and stuff, though, didn't he?
That's true.
Yeah.
And that was funny.
But I mean, he was memorable. He was a memorable character in WWE. But I mean, his time is gone. I mean, he stayed there for I think he was there in 2007. So
He had a good run. He had a good run, Hornswoggle. Came and it's done. You had a great run, and I really feel
He's a former cruiserweight champion, so let's be real.
Sadly.
He'll be in and out of WWE. We'll see him again in WWE. I bet you.
Yeah, there's no doubt. Like he'll always just pop up at random events. Like I wouldn't be surprised if next year he was in the Rumble.
Oh God, don't.
He's been there since 2006, by the way.
Oh wow.
I hope not.
Okay. Let's move on to Damien Sandow.
Now this one is a mess. I feel like this is unfair. He's a healthy guy. Fans loved him. This all goes back to the whole Ryback statement. He was buried. Right when he reached his peak, I feel like he should have won that Andre the Giant Battle Royal, but they gave it to Big Show, and fans really wanted him to win it. And then we saw him the next Monday night, and he had that black T-shirt with the black tights, and he had the match with Cena. And I really thought that he was gonna become someone, and then they just put him back on the rack, and it was just a mess. And I feel bad for him, and he didn't deserve this release, honestly. That's what I feel.
No, I agree on that one. I think they could have done so much more with him, especially, like, he could have joined the Social Outcast, if anything.
He could have been the leader.
Exactly. He could have been that, like, he's got the voice. Like, Heath Slater's got the mouthpiece, don't get me wrong. But, you know, so Sandow. Sandow's got a great mouthpiece as it is, but he's a former Money in the Bank winner.
Yeah.
He got given the gruesomest treatment.
What really got me invested with Sandow is when he was paired with Miz, when he was the stunt double. Like, he was so entertaining. It's just so sad to see WWE not invest in that. And even how send him back down to NXT to work with some of the guys, like James said, there was nothing physically injury prone with him. So, I mean, I'd love to see him either in Lucha Underground or TNA, because I feel like he's so charismatic.
What I will say about Sandow, I feel like he's the guy that leaves WWE. He'll go to like Japan or overseas somewhere, really build a stronger name for himself, and WWE will pick him back up. I believe that. Because they already see he can strike gold. And I feel like if he kind of like Gallows, when Gallows left with the whole Festus thing, and then now he's back in WWE, whole new character. He's respected because he did his thing with the Bullet Club. I feel like Sandow can do the same thing. I really do.
I think Sandow's going to do really well, though, because, like, he was... Am I right in thinking he was Idol Stevens years and years ago, and Michelle McCool was his manager, the teacher's pet thing?
Yeah.
Look how he bounced back. That was a mess, and he bounced back and got this great...
I didn't even realize he was part of that.
Yeah, so he, like, bounced back really well, so I think hopefully he can do that again.
I believe in him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, Damien Sandow's a chameleon in wrestling industry. He can change his character from anything.
He's not the best chameleon, but he's one of the best.
He's not the best, but he is one of, definitely.
Cody Rhodes, hands down the best. He can take a character and he can do anything with it.
Well, that's true. I will give that.
Okay, moving on.
Okay, moving on to Santino Marella, which I actually thought was already released, but...
Me too. That was a bit of a surprise. I thought he was already gone.
I think he was just under a contract, though. Maybe, like a promotional contract. I don't know.
Maybe something. Maybe a part-timer.
Because didn't he come back for... I was going to say Fan Slam. Didn't he come back for the Slammy Awards?
Yeah, it was around Christmas time when he was around. But he was just doing like backstage stuff. So, I don't know. I thought he was gone, honestly. He retired, didn't he?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Maybe he's an agent. Maybe they let go of him like as an agent or something.
I don't know. But I mean, like, I always love Santino. So, I mean, I'm sure, like you said earlier with, what's his face? He'll be another one to come back.
Yeah,
like pop-up appearances.
Yeah, pop-up appearances here and there at, like, the Raw anniversaries and shit. Okay, so let's move on to Wade Barrett, which we all kind of seen coming, but...
Yeah. I'm really pissed off. Like, pissed off? I thought I'd be Australian then. I'm really pissed off the fact that his last appearance was him getting his arse handed to him. I think it wasn't fair to him.
That's usually how it goes.
That's how it goes down, though. That's like giving back.
But he's like a 5-time Intercontinental Champion.
I know, but
he deserved better.
He was beat up by 3 other guys, and that's how you give back. Like AJ Styles did that for Japan when he left to come over to WWE. They beat him down and beat the crap out of him. So that's
Michelle McCool did that for Karma as well. So.
Who?
For Karma and
Michelle
Layla.
McCool and Karma.
Oh yeah.
So that's just something that you do. It's kind of like the passing the torch thing. But we seen this coming. I also read his statement. He was saying that he decided not to resign with WWE, I believe, back in September. And he was saying that he wants to move on and do other things. He has other things that he wants to accomplish outside of wrestling. So I believe that he's going to go back into acting. And I could see Wade Barrett becoming successful as an actor.
I heard it's sexy. I was like, yeah.
I don't find him to
Agreed.
be like I don't find him to be like so hot and attractive like you guys do. But like I can see him becoming, I can see him picking up a good role somewhere in a good movie that we'll be like, oh shit, but Wade Barrett's in a movie. So
he's got a great voice, right?
And he has that distinctive bad guy look that I could see directors casting just because of his look, his crooked nose, the height on him, his build, his hair. So I can see him coming up on movies as a bad guy. I think he'll be good.
He
will. Yeah. I think he's gonna be fine outside of WWE. Not worried about him.
All right, let's move on to Seb Coulter.
I mean, he should have never came back.
Like, no, I
didn't even realize he was there in the first place.
It's like, why bring him? They brought him back. Like, was he still there when with the? I just don't understand. And with him letting him go, like, this is a guy with experience in the business. Kudos to that. But honestly, at the end of the day, when the chips are in, he's not needed. So I can understand that release.
Yeah, same.
I'm good with Seb going. I did like his little feud with Lana and calling her Loretta.
Yeah. If that's even your real name. I love that.
Oh my god. So how many am I up to now? I'm saving
5.
5, okay. Who else was released aside from the female? I want to save her to the end.
Got me.
Okay, wait. So we've gone through El Torito, Hornswoggle, Damien Sandow, Alex Riley, Zeb Coulter, El Torito.
Santino.
7. That's 6.
So there's still 2. Oh, well, one more. Okay, yeah.
Oh my god, who was it? Right, let me run through. Hornswoggle, El Torito, Wade Barrett, Santino,
Damien
Sandow, Alex Riley. Fuck.
Well, that's why he was released.
Let me just I'm gonna get on this.
Yeah, Google it.
Release of 2016.
Was it the announcers?
No, they will. So including the announcers, there's 10, but apparently there's more on the way.
Oh no!
Dun 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 dun.
Dun dun.
Okay. Oh no, we've done them all. Damien Sandow, King Barrett, Santino Marella, Hornswoggle, Alex Riley, El Trio, Zeb Coulter, and then
Cameron.
That's it.
The only woman to be released out of this current.
We suspected the one woman, and that was the top of our list anyway.
Yes. So I want to start with you because I know Cameron was your girl. You had a lot of faith in her and what they could do with her. And we pitched so many ideas together on the show, and it never followed through. So how do you feel about Cameron leaving, and what do you think is next for her? Do you think she'll stay in wrestling, or do you think she'll pursue something elsewhere?
I think Cameron, a lot of people are like, she's going to be broke, this, that, and the third. Like, you are confused, bitch. Ooh, you just threw me off, Nick, with that message. But anyways, going back to Cameron.
What message?
It was me.
Oh, sorry. Sam. But anyways, Cameron. When it comes to Cameron, I mean, we all seen this coming, honestly. And if we've seen it coming, what makes you fucking think that Cameron didn't see this fucking coming, guys? Like, come on. Like, some wrestling fans, I'm going to be really candid. Some wrestling fans are just dumb. Just so stupid. Like, you guys are just the dumbest people on earth. Like, this is why there's that statistic that wrestling fans are just fucking idiots. And you guys just go on to prove it. Like, not everybody, but a good portion of you guys. But, like, just the hate. This girl's dealt with constant hate since her debut. Since what was it? Tough Enough. off of one comment. We all know that this girl had no experience with WWE, no experience with wrestling. She had no clue coming into this, but she was hungry and she was determined. And she came into this business and she started to grasp everything in. And one thing I can say about Cameron was that when she was on TV, she commanded someone's attention because it seems like everybody had something to say about her. She was the first Eva Marie syndrome. Everybody talked shit about fucking Cameron. And then when they finally started giving her an opportunity to start to speak on TV, that's when I was just like, oh, hell yeah, this girl got a mouth on her. I like that. I like that sassiness with her. And then she got picked up for Total Divas, and that's when I fell in love with Cameron. Because I got to see the personality, and I got to be like, yo, she was a Funkadactyl at the time. And I was like, yo, they need to cut her off from Naomi and let her run, and let her do her thing. I was like, because this girl can't generate heat because she's so bitchy, she's catty as fuck, and she's an African-American woman. We don't see many of them on the mic, nor have we seen them ever on the mic, grab a mic and command the attention, like a Vicky Guerrero, a Stephanie McMahon, or something like that, which Cameron mentioned in her final statement addressing her fans on her being released. She talked about how that's what her goal was. She wanted to be somebody that generated heat like Vicky Guerrero and Stephanie McMahon because she already generated that natural heat, which is something hard for most of the heels on the roster to do, and Cameron just got it naturally. And on top of that, the girl can talk. And then she talked about how in hindsight she feels like her call up to the main roster right away off FCW to become a fucking dactyl is what doomed her to begin with. Because had she stayed in FCW and got the training that she needed, she feels like she would have succeeded. It's just so freaking sad that she got let go. But honestly, Cameron is going to survive. I feel like this girl got big things ahead of her. And she said that she might continue wrestling. She don't know yet. Who knows? But I hope she does. But whatever she follows through with, I'm sure to follow because I'm a fan of hers. I like Cameron.
I love that she said that she might follow wrestling, she might not.
Mm-hmm.
That the honesty in that.
She's very honest. That's why I like the girl. She's honesty. I like that. She's straight up. She's forward. It's how it is with Cameron. That's how you're gonna get it.
You know what? The thing is, too, this girl must be burnt out from wrestling, like, feeling the burnout effect. Like, that's what I'm learning in school right now with, like, jobs and stuff like that, and you guys must have felt it yourself. So it's like this girl has been so deprived wanting to have this push, so it's like maybe it's good time to take a step away from wrestling and kind of, like, take time. I know she wanted to potentially get married, so, I mean, do your own thing, girl. Maybe have a baby. I don't know. But if she does want to wrestle and continue and pursue that, I do see her easily getting picked up by TNA. Just like that. Like, I know something Dixie would see in her, just like you mentioned, James. She has all of this charisma and this natural heel attitude that I feel like TNA could capitalize on if they put the right storyline. But I mean, they're doing well with Maria, like, and how they're introducing and using her character. So I feel like Cameron would be another one that they could do that
Cameron
with.
would
but
be
that's
great.
just my
Yeah, we spoke about that in the top 5, so.
We do, so that will be coming out shortly. I'm excited for that.
She would be great. And TNA has no black knockouts. Like, none.
Well, they have, oh, wait, no.
She's
Is
Dominican.
Marty Bell black?
She's Dominican. She's
Okay.
not black. They don't.
Oh,
like,
my apologies. I didn't mean that to come across as.
Yeah, I didn't know either.
No, she's Dominican. And they don't have
Well, that's true. I should have known, because she does spice off in Spanish sometimes.
So it's just like, come on, TNA. Like, this is a girl that will come up, really spice up the knockouts division. Because Cameron, you put a mic on this girl, she'll go. She can go. Like, every time I think about Cameron on camera and cutting a scene is when she put Nene Leakes together. And when they had that little backstage segment, she goes, girl, bye. She put it right in her face. Like, Cameron was like, Nene was like, girl, gone. Like, it was just so perfect. And then I gave praises to WWE for booking Cameron like that. Because I'm like, that's exactly how you got to go with a character like Cameron. It's, you got to keep her talking. You got to keep this girl talking. That's where her heat comes. Draw her off a character. And then also, she also made a mention in her statement that she wasn't pushing to come back on TV to wrestle. She was pushing to come back as a valet or a manager. She wanted to work with a superstar so she can get those talking points that me and Nick kept pitching for days on this show. Put her with Titus O'Neil. They got great chemistry. Put her with somebody down at NXT. Put her with the primetime players. Put her. There's so many places for Cameron. But
put her with Apollo Crews. We had her like with every person possible.
Yeah.
There's so many people that Cameron could work with and elevate them, but WWE was just not here for it. And I will tell you why. Because if it was a blonde-haired, blue-eyed white girl with that attitude, with that attitude, they would have been Maurice, okay? Because that's exactly what they did with Maurice. Because Maurice had the same arrogant little attitude, and what they do, they put her in a bathtub and had her be that cocky, beautiful girl on TV. Cameron could have did the same shit had she been a white girl like Maurice. That's just the way it is. And it sucks, but she's
It's
just
so sad.
Yeah, you get that underhanded shade, and that's the only reason why. And then she talked about how when she came from Tough Enough, she was the only one from her Tough Enough cast to make it this far, and she really wanted to learn this business and become successful, like one of the biggest African American divas to ever walk into this building. And WWE just kept holding her back, not giving her the proper training that she asked for. They wanted her to dance for a fucking bullshit dinosaur on TV. That was her call up. It's like, come on, WWE, you guys doomed her from the start. So.
Did y'all see what Val Venus wrote about her?
Oh my God! What shade did he write? Because I can talk about Sid Vicious.
Does he need to go in the river?
I think this comment alone needs to go in the river. So he shared a picture of Ryback and Cameron, and it said 13 years of free education is Bernienomics, and Bernienomics is the end result. Get your kids out of public schools, or they may end up like these two simpletons.
Like, why do you gotta be so petty? He's going in the river.
And then he was like,
you know what, Cameron? Cameron is university graduated.
Wait, hold on.
I'm sorry, say that again.
Say that
I
again.
cut you off, sorry.
He carried on for ages. He said, here is another economically illiterate fool. Ryback is pulling together a cult of simpletons, which includes Cameron. And then another one says, society has been, oh my God, what is that word? Indoctrinated.
You know what? I'm going to stop you there. Sam, I don't want to hear enough. Because he tried it.
If Ryback
now
was a burger flipper, he'd be one of those protesting for £15 an hour.
All right.
$15 an hour.
Enough.
Sorry.
I really don't give a fuck what he has to say because all those fucking big words that he just used to describe them, to call them stupid, is enough for me because I could tell that he was sitting on Google trying to get up these big words to come and try to put on other people. So Val Venus, you can have several fucking seats.
Acronym button.
He can have several seats in between Hulk Hogan and fucking Bill DeMott, you fucking porn star.
We also have don't we have a couple new inductees?
Well, Val Venus is straight in.
And Sid Vicious. Sid Vicious is another one. Sid Vicious tried me on Twitter over the weekend.
Piss off, Sid.
I posted up what was it, like a goodbye Cameron type shit. And he retweeted it and put like laughing my ass out loud. And then I go on his Twitter account and he's just like bashing her, like literally looking at people that are posting like goodbye Cameron stuff, and he's just bashing everybody who's saying like, you know, Cameron's fans, like, bitch, she has fans. And then he's like, oh, they want to praise somebody who pinned someone backwards and all this bullshit. I was like, you're the same motherfucker that can't even do that did a big boot off the mid rope and broke your fucking leg. Now that was a botch. If I haven't seen a botch in my life, your fucking leg almost came off, and you want to try somebody else? Like, guy, mistakes happen in the ring. Like, accidents happen, and you're gonna come for somebody inexperienced like Cameron, who's trying to learn this business and is a woman on top of that, and you're gonna attack her on social media? Get your fucking life, Sid Vicious. You're going in the river, you piece of shit. He's garbage and he's so irrelevant. His relevancy right now is talking shit about Cameron. Had you not tried Cameron, you would not even be mentioned on this show, you piece of shit.
Great.
Who is he?
He's in the river. Val Venus is in the river.
Oh my God.
Wasn't there somebody else that was going in the river?
I thought so too. Was there? Who was it?
We got distracted.
You just made
whoever it was, you keep hold of that lifeboat and you keep your mouth shut for a bit.
You're lucky we don't.
You are lucky.
You are lucky.
Yeah.
Oh my God, who was it? Now I want to know.
It was
they
recent.
temporarily saved themselves.
It was recent. I don't know. Maybe the listeners can remind us.
And if we remember, you're going in.
I know that.
This is a threat.
Huh. I don't know. Well, they just made it. Lucky. But we just got two new inductees, Sid Vicious and Val Venus. You're going in the river.
Enjoy your stay.
Seriously, because some people's been in there so long, they're starting to wrinkle up, looking like fucking great.
Could I bring something up about the river?
Go ahead.
I was wondering about nominating someone to take out of the river.
Go ahead.
Who do we have currently in the river? A lot.
We have a lot.
Who do you want to bring out, and then we'll kind of work out who's left.
Okay. Hear me out. I'm thinking about taking cheerleader Melissa.
No.
Nope. Why?
Next.
Because she had one good match on Lucha Underground. Like, I'm still not over what she did to fucking Gabby. You don't do that. You don't bash someone like that on social media. I'm so against it, bitch. No, this girl was assaulted in the ring, and this fucking bitch. Granted, she did a good job on Lucha Underground, but that does not discredit the fact that she's a fucking cunt bitch. Like, I don't give a fuck.
Her character did a good job.
Yeah, her character.
That's the thing. It's like
Her
I'm
person
so intrigued by her character in Lucha, and I'm just like,
well, that's
damn.
why when she's in the river, she's not got her mask on.
Yeah,
it's
she don't
because
have
her
her mask on.
not her character.
No, I support.
She's not Mary Posa.
Exactly. I look at the characters. I watch the TV show, but as a person and her personal, that's what the River's for. This is what they do outside of the ring when they fuck up. Like Nikki Bella, the Bella Twins were in there for stuff that they did outside of the WWE. Like Nikki Bella when she said that women will never main event, and then we had Sasha and Bailey do it 5 times.
But they dragged their way out. They did good.
Yeah, they did good. They got themselves out of there. But Mariposa, cheerleader Melissa, you got a lot of work to do, girl, because what you did was unexcusable. Like, I'm sorry, girl. No, stay in there. And I'm not even giving her a life jacket, bitch. I can't. Nope.
Like, I think, have we only ever took out 3 people, which is the Bellas and Corey Graves?
Yeah, that's it.
Oh, and Zara. Did we take Zara out?
Yeah, we took Zara out.
Oh, we did take Zara out.
So that's 4.
It's tough to get out this river.
Well, that's just some more
bitch.
spots that are open.
It's just tough
Watch
to get
your
out
bets.
this river. Because, like, the bullshit, like, we don't throw anybody in there. You gotta do, like, some shit. And if you're a man and you're gonna bash women, you're going in. Like, I'm sorry. Like, who's gonna, like...
Oh, I know who it is.
Who?
I know who it is.
Oh, can we have a clue?
Jim Cornette.
Oh, yeah, for calling them hoes. Yeah, he's in. Done. He called all the women at Total Diva hoes.
Yeah.
Like, that's unexcusable.
And that's wrong,
Which
there's only one hoe there, so they need to get it right.
No,
and first of all, that is our job to call them.
No, but, we say it playfully. And in the way that he did it was just, like, so degrading. He's like, oh, everybody's upset because WWE fired Damian Sandow just to hire another crop of hosts for Total Divas. I was just like, is he fucking serious? Like, you're another irrelevant one. Like, in the river. This river's piling up this week, guys.
He's a very misogynistic type of person, too. So it's like, goodbye. You're in there, too.
What I will say is he has a great mind for the business. But he is just a mess. Like, sometimes you're really reaching. Your Honor, he's reaching. Like, seriously. You're really going to go that low?
The other one was TNA Impact Wrestling as a whole.
I'm going to give them a chance.
Yeah, give us a chance. Because they're kind of doing well with Maria right now.
They're trying to figure out their knockout division. And I need some more diversity in there. I need some women of color. I need a Latina girl. You guys need to push Raquel. You guys used to be so great at this, TNA. What is going on? What's going on? We got Trashy Velvet out of the picture. Let's get in.
Oh, she's gone now. Don't worry.
Yeah, she's gone. I'm ready for Madison to hang up your boots, Madison. There's no more for you in TNA. No more, girl. Stop going back.
I think if her husband wasn't there, she wouldn't be either.
They don't even use her anymore. So why is she like...
She's got I'm sorry, can I just say one thing about Madison real quick? She has the most boring-ass fucking entrance I've ever seen as a face. Like,
Madison
I never really been a fan of hers.
Madison is a great heel. That's when TNA fucks up.
Yeah, I love her as a heel.
She gotta be a heel. She has to. I love Madison. I praised her all these podcasts when we used to really go heavy on TNA when they were actually doing the damn thing. I love Madison. I thought she was a great worker. She had a good character because she was a heel. But when fans started to respect her because they loved her work as a heel, and now TNA is like, oh, we're gonna keep her as a babyface. It's like, no, it's the whole Mickie James syndrome. Fans love Mickie James so much as a bad guy that they made her face and kept her face, and ever since then, I've lost interest in Mickie James, and the same thing happened to Madison Rayne for me.
But the difference between Mickie James and Madison Rayne as faces is just like Mickie James was super over as a face, and I just don't really see and believe. And like I felt like Mickie James as a face was believable to me. Granted, she's a believable heel as well, but it's like with Madison, I don't find her believable as a face whatsoever. It's just like
she's just a horrible girl in general, in my opinion.
You didn't like her?
She suits that. I don't want to. I'm not being shady because she can't help it, but she just has the face of a mean person.
Yeah, that's why she gotta be a heel.
Like, I don't mean that in a bad... I do mean in a bad way, but It's not meant to be a read. It's just
she's not approachable. She doesn't look approachable.
exactly.
Yeah, and that's
No,
what
I
you
hear
need
she's
in a
got that
heel.
resting bitch face.
Yeah,
It's okay.
she has a very distinctive look.
I wouldn't even give it the pleasure of calling it resting bitch face. It's like resting bulldog chewing a bee face.
Oh God, bitch! now you are being shady, bitch.
No, that was a read.
No, that was a read.
Now you try.
You better watch out. You better watch out before the killer queen gets your ass, bitch. She's a killer queen. I love that.
In fairness, I love her song.
I love the theme song. I loved her when she was champion. Like TNA.
She doesn't even have that theme song anymore.
They fucked up, Nick. I told you they fucked her all the way up. That's why she should not even lace her boots for them anymore. They just keep shitting on her legacy. It's a mess. Like she should have left when she was on top, but she didn't. Now she's all fucked up with them. She's in that whole bubble mess with them like Velvet Sky is. She should have left when she was at her peak.
Okay.
What a mess. Anyway, well, so that's the end of the releases. We ended up talking about TNA Spring. Oh yeah, the river. That's right. So let's go on to our next topic. It's been rumored heavily online that Stephanie McMahon is trying to get a women's tournament similar to the Cruiserweight division tournament that they're supposed to be showing on the WWE network.
The Cruiserweight one is looking so good. Lately, like who's been announced for it.
I don't even know. To be honest, I don't even want to know who's in it. I want it to be a complete surprise from the very beginning.
There is one guy in particular who's in it, like a British guy. He is gonna smash it completely. And there's a couple of NXT guys announced too.
Oh, okay, that's good. I was wondering how many, because it's 32 men.
There's 3 NXT announced and maybe like 6.
Is one of the guys Johnny Gargano?
Yes.
Yeah, I figured.
Yeah.
Cool. So, I think that's really interesting. I love the Cruiserweight tournament, but I know that James and Brandy, you talked about that on the last show. So, with the women's tournament, though, I kind of wanted to pick your guys' mind. Which 3, because there's so many of them, which 3 indie women would you like to see be brought in for this tournament and to be showcased in NXT for, like, that one night kind of thing? Just 3 off the top of your head that you could think of.
Can we say Athena or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, we can.
Because isn't she rumored for the debut soon?
I think, didn't Brandy say that she debuted at the set of tapings that they did?
No.
But I didn't want to say it.
She was at a
I'm
live
just saying rumored. Yeah, okay, so I'm going to say Athena.
Okay.
I actually really wouldn't mind seeing Veda Scott.
Oh, okay. That's an interesting pick.
Yeah.
Do you like Veda Scott? A lot of people don't like her.
I can give her, take her, but I appreciate the character.
Yeah, me too. That's the thing with her.
I don't think Zara's going to get the opportunity. So, but Hanaya as well. She's okay. She'd be great. It's not time she got some TV coverage.
For real. What about you, James?
I don't think the women in ROH are on the contract to be on the show because ROH makes their talents sign contracts. So I don't know if Anaya or Mandy would be a part of it. I would love it if those 2 were a part of it. But if I was to pick my 3, and Taylor Hendricks, I would love to see her there.
I know
that would be my 3. That would be my 3. Like the women of Honor girls are just killing it. So it would be them. But I don't think
Veda Scott on him.
Not Veda Scott. I would never pick Veda Scott. I'm not a fan of
her. No, who did you say?
Taylor Hendricks, Mandy, and Hanaya.
Oh, right, okay.
That would be my 3.
Thing, then.
That would be my 3 that I'd like to see, but I don't think they're eligible because they're on the contract with Ring of Honor, and Ring of Honor makes their talent sign contracts that they can't be on televised shows.
Oh my god, imagine if Angelina Love came back for it.
Oh, damn.
Oh, yeah. That's what I want.
So, my picks are kind of basic, but I feel like these are the girls that would be chosen for it. So, Deanna, definitely be brought back for that. Tessa, definitely be brought back for that. And I'd love to see Candice LeRae in there, just because she is married to Johnny. So, it'd be like, that'd be kind of cool to see her in the women's tournament.
I would like to see Eva Lise.
And she's...
Yeah.
Well, girl, she's in Lucha...
Yeah, but Lucha lets their talents work other
if you guaranteed a good career.
I just read an interview with Eva Lise, and she was kind of shading WWE.
Yeah,
They give her a bad treatment, so you can't blame her.
She dragged
Yeah.
Bildermont.
She's just like, I just love Lucha Underground and the treatment. And like when I was there, everybody was so mean to me and like just didn't give me the creative outlet that I wanted. And it's like, I have this here, so I'm happy.
Yeah, she just talked about how she was like really restricted in WWE. Basically, it's the whole thing that Sasha Banks talked about, like, oh, fight like a girl, hair pulling, this, that, and the third, and Sasha, and I guess Ivelisse was more vocal about it. And then she talked about her relationship with Paige, and then she said that they're not as close now, but she's happy that Paige stuck it out and she's actually doing well with WWE. So I don't think she was doing like that much shade. She was just saying it wasn't her fit. It wasn't the right fit for her. But I can see her.
Oh yeah, not so much shade.
Yeah, I can see her coming back to this NXT to this women's tournament. I think it'd be cool to see her.
I just don't see her because she's in Lucha. Like I feel like she's established there that she wouldn't come back for it. It's kind of like I'd love for Prince Puma and Helico or for a lot of those luchadors to be in this tournament, but I don't think they'll be able to.
Prince Puma might be in this Cruiserweight tournament because he's actually rumored to be leaving Lucha Underground, and Lucha Underground allows their talents to work other promotions. They're allowed to.
Who's leaving?
Are you sure about that? I heard that they weren't able to.
Ricochet does it all the time. He does it all the time. Son of
Havoc. No, but I mean, it, like WWE wise.
I don't know. I know that's true because remember when WWE reached out to them to try to sign some kind of contract with them, they did not want to sign the contract with them.
Exactly. So that's why I was thinking, because it's like if this Cruiserweight tournament allows the luchadors to go in, then hell yes, like I'm ready for it. But I thought all of them are off limits.
No.
Like, can you imagine guys like Jack Evans and like Prince Puma, Phoenix, like all those guys being in there?
I think we might see like Lady Dappa and all of them. Like, the ones that we don't hear much about. The ones that are really...
Christina Von Eerie, that kind of thing.
Is she still wrestling? I thought she injured herself.
Yeah, she's in GFW.
I would love to see Renee Michelle.
Yeah, that's a good
I'm not entirely knowing who that is.
She's pretty.
She is beautiful. I'll show you a picture of her after.
Okay.
But there's so many women, but yeah, I know Hanaya would be my number one choice for that. Or Taylor. Taylor's like my number 2 on the indie scene right now that I'm love it.
My question is, all right, we have the Cruiserweight one coming up. What's the goal? Like, do you win something? Like, what is it a tournament?
Well, they've changed the name of it. It's not the Global Cruiserweight Series anymore. It's just called the Cruiserweight Classic.
So it's just Cruiserweight matches.
But the thing says for it says the qualifiers for the tournament is taking place in several stages in various federations of independent circuit, including the most famous Revolution Pro, Progress, and Evolve.
So the finals will be on the NXT now, the WWE.
Yeah.
And, you know how they did the Dusty Rhodes Classics, Tag Team Classics? So they'll probably win a trophy at the end. Something like that.
You know what I'm hoping instead? I'm hoping they're going to...
give them the title.
Rebrand a Cruiserweight title and put that in NXT. Because they don't have a secondary title in NXT.
And the Cruiserweight title would be perfect for NXT.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they have so many smaller guys, and I have that in my universe mode right now anyway. So it's like, I feel like that's the perfect spot for them.
You know
what? Whoever wins that tournament would get a contract in the title, I guess. I don't know.
I think the Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classics was kind of like a test run to see how these tournaments would run in different arenas and stuff like that. Like different, how they had a couple of the matches that were off air, and then they gave us a little recap, and then we got the whole when the American Alpha became the number 1 contenders. So, no, they didn't win that shit. It was Finn and Samoa Joe. They won that.
Finn and Samoa Joe, yeah. That was probably all for stories, though.
Yeah, so I could see that could have been like a little trial run. So now they're doing it with the Cruiserweight Classics, and then we'll probably get the Women's Classics after. So I could see this could become a network trend of just another show on the network, and I'm here for it. So it sounds exciting.
I'm here for it too, and then eventually they could do the Heavyweight Classics, like bring. Can you imagine like the Hardcore Classics? Like they could just be very interesting.
And I was also listening to a podcast that brought up a great idea, and they were talking about how WWE has been in talk with Japan because Japan has been, and they also talked about how they've been noticing how Japan has been kind of like formatting their shows off of WWE with the whole entrance, the theatrics, the backstage interviews, all that stuff, because before they never used to do stuff like that. It used to just be match after match after match, and now they're starting to incorporate more story into it. It's because they're trying to follow the same trend as WWE. So this podcaster was talking about how WWE and them has been in contact now, because WWE has been taking a lot of stars of theirs. So I think that them and WWE are going to get in bed with basically streaming their pay-per-views on the WWE network. Like Wrestle Kingdom would come on the WWE network and stuff like that, and WWE would make money. People would subscribe to WWE to get every other wrestling production. Can you imagine if WWE opens the gate for other promotions to have their pay-per-views on WWE, like Ring of Honor?
That would be massive.
It would
Oh
be huge. They would really become the Netflix for wrestling. So
for real.
So listeners, keep that in mind. WWE is not stupid with this network thing. They're trying to make bank out of this. So they have all these execs into this. Like this. All right. When it comes to WWE Network, this is sometimes it's out of Vince McMahon's hands as well because they have exec. This is a big app. It's a whole network. So there's other people whose opinions go into this. They have a chairman of the board. They have the whole what do you call them? Oh my god, I lost my head. You know, the board. Yeah, they have boards. So they have a couple of people sitting down, like vice presidents and stuff like that. They have to vote and see what they want. So I bet you any money, there's a lot of people that are sitting there that are for WWE opening their gates to other promotions to come into the WWE network.
Yeah, I think it'd be foolish of them not to.
It would. It would be a missed opportunity.
It really would.
So, we lost Nick. Let me just try to get him back in here.
He's a trying.
It would be good, and I think it's true with the whole Japan thing because a lot of people has been. I've seen this been reported a couple of times that WWE is trying to get in bed with Japan.
Yeah.
So I could see it happening.
Mm-hmm.
Definitely. Oh, this bitch better get his life because he has all of
the topics.
Oh my god.
Just gotta get that water. So I think we've covered everything, and we've also lost Nick.
Yeah, we definitely covered everything.
We've definitely lost Nick.
Yeah, the storm took him with that river that always comes to get him.
Mm-hmm.
But what have we learned today? We've learned that we got 3 new inductees into the river.
Mm-hmm. We've learned that Val Venus is a dick. And my opinion of him has completely changed after reading those.
Val Penis.
Val Penis. We've also learned that the Women's Classic could be a thing that's happening because I knew nothing about that.
Yeah, I heard
until
about
like the pre-show, and we were like, okay, so here's the topic.
Yeah, I heard about it late last week. I heard about it.
Mm-hmm.
That has been rumored that Stephanie's really like fired up behind it. And she really wants to push this. So finally, she wants to do something great for the women's division quickly.
I can't wait. It's about time. Like it's been a long time coming.
And what else did we talk about? We talked about our poor little girl Cameron.
Girl, bye.
Yeah, girl, bye, Cameron.
Oh, girl, bye. That's what I'm gonna call it.
Definitely.
Girl, sad face, bye.
Sad.
And that's everything.
It is.
And don't forget, to comment, like, subscribe, do the whole thing. The comment section hasn't been as wild lately.
I know, you guys.
And it needs to pick it back up.
Hopefully, with this show, it fires up because we gave them a lot to talk about.
Yep, you got a lot, and we read every comment.
Yeah. So
do it.
Do it.
So how can people find you online?
You can follow me at Jimmy Vibes _ on Twitter.
And then you can find Nick at Prince Pipebomb, and that's on both Instagram and Twitter. And you can find myself on both Twitter and Instagram at @sampele_. Don't forget as well, you can also follow the actual Twitter account of ours itself, which is _Real Pipebomb, and the Pipebomb Podcast on Instagram.
Yay!
Yeah, let's get this sorted. And in the works, hopefully, we'll have James and Nick coming over to the UK to party with me and go to Raw.
Bitch, that's happening in April. So get your life.
Yeah, but we need to start planning it now, sweetheart.
Trust me,
it's expensive.
I'm getting my passport done.
Get it done. Apparently, did you hear this week that apparently you have to have the new passport if you want to travel between mine and your country?
A new passport?
Like, it has to have the little microchip in it.
Well, when I go get my new one, I'm going to let them know exactly where I'm going, and I need everything I need so I can get there, because I don't need no fucking surprises, bitch. And my mom, I spoke to my mom. My mom just she got hers like a couple of months ago. She didn't do anything like that. And she's currently out of the country right now. She's on vacation.
I know mine's got to have a microchip in it, but mine's got it anyway, so it's all good.
Oh. Well, we'll see.
Mm-hmm. Well, thanks for a great show, James, and goodbye, Nick, wherever you are.
Goodbye,
we love
Nick.
you.
The river got him. Hopefully he's not. Hopefully Bill DeMar didn't catch him.
Oh,
He's gonna
girl.
make him eat a jelly donut, if you know what I mean. Doodles.
Bye.